Hey, Keisha, you gonna really let this disrespect me in front of my mother son? With your thot ass?
Oh, man.
Hey, fuck all that. Hey, I'm getting my motherfucking son. We going. Hey, Mike, I appreciate you, but I need my son. I need my son. I need my son. Hey, let's wrap this shit up. I need my motherfucking son, man. I'm out this. Give me my motherfucking son. Hey, don't get my son no more. I'm gonna slap the shit out your ass. Yeah, all right. Yeah.
Come on, like shit, man.
Yeah, all right. Let's go. All right.
Man, you gonna let him take him like that? Come on, Russell. Was you letting him take?
Hey, man, it's his son. It's his son. Man, I'm gonna go ahead. I ain't trying to fight.
Oh, man, this man. Yeah,
yeah, he took it.
Hey, yo, what's good? So look, this is part 2 of that video, right? And judging from the response that I got from the verse video out, a lot of people saying we got to know the backstory. We don't know the backstory and all this other stuff. Like, look, this is the thing with that. We don't need a backstory when we see toxic behavior. Again, this was a man who was taking this other guy's son, the job that he wasn't doing, to go get his haircut. Then we hear, you know, I can pay the child support. That already exemplifies the kind of individual he is, and already said by saying I can pay it now, showing that that basically was a admission of guilt. He was not paying it. So we don't really need the backstory. What we need to focus on is that baby was right there, right? That baby was right there, and he did all of this right in front of his child, sitting in a barber chair, getting in front of a man's face. Now, if that man had to sit him on his back pockets, he would have had to do that in front of that child, then have to answer to the mother. That's too much for a man to be taken on that's not his child, for one, doing something for a woman that he obviously care about, and he care about the child, to be having to deal with now to set your child's father on his back pockets in front of his child. The child is crying. Now the child probably got some kind of animosity and now in fear of me because of the violence that was inflicted. And then he got to turn around and deal with the mom that probably could or could not be on his side, who could or could not fan out this fire, right? Because she could edge it on, talking to him crazy. That's why you got your ass whooped. Now he really got his ego set in. Now he really want to go harm this man when this man wasn't doing anything but taking care of his child. Listen, the lack of emotional intelligence and having to know a backstory is almost like saying what happened to Nip, for example. We need the backstory on that. We don't need the backstory. All we need to know is that we lost another one of our heroes, right? Somebody that come from the same place as us, the same adversity as us, got his life cut short, doing things for the community, got his life cut short because of somebody with lack of emotional intelligence. Somebody said something, somebody did something, and this man could not handle that. And then we have what we have today. We don't have Nip. That man could lose his life. Now, because of this, they would have fought or anything. It ain't no turning that beef off. There's no turning that beef off. So if we know that these are the things that can happen, why do we need a backstory? We need a backstory because y'all want to be nosy. Maybe because some of these men is dealing with the same situation and they're bitter because the baby mamas are keeping the babies from them. But honestly, it takes two as well. It takes two. If you know that you are not talking to this woman correctly, you know that you are not dealing with this woman correctly, then you have to own up and take accountability for your part into why maybe you're not able to see your child. Why you're not. This man said she said she wasn't paying child support. She even threw out a number. So if he's not doing his responsibilities, why do you want to step in and be the father? You want to show the baby off. People use children as pawns every day. But it takes a man to take the accountability, at least for his role. He's calling this boy's mom a thot right in front of him, as if he's not going to remember that. And then grow up to have an animosity, have a bad taste in his mouth about women. And he's going to grow up to have these kind of behaviors that we can see clearly from his father. So do we need a backstory? No, we need to think forward from what we've seen from that moment. I'll judge a man by his actions. Judge a man by his actions. I don't need to know all that extra backstory stuff. That backstory stuff doesn't fly when you are having lack of emotional intelligence and not having proper conflict resolution skills. And then we end up having what we've seen in this video. So do we need a backstory? I don't think we do. What y'all think? Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments.